Hello students, today we will discuss the classification of supply system. In the previous video, we have discussed the difference between DC transmission and AC transmission. So today we will start with the point classification of various systems of power transmission. For transmission of electric power, we have to use 3-phase 3-wire AC system. Just keep in mind, for the purpose of transmission of electric power, we have to use, or there is a optimum, or you can say the efficient system, that is called as a 3-phase 3-wire AC system. For a distribution purpose, we can use, or we are using 3-phase 4-wire system. So this you have to remember. Why we are using for a transmission 3-phase 3-wire and for distribution 3-phase 4-wire, we will see that derivation or the comparison in detail, but this you have to remember for this state government exam or for a central government exam. Let's say the first classification is related to the DC system. In the DC system, one can use the DC 2-wire. The second is DC 2-wire with midpoint earth. So this is related to the DC system. There is a third subcategory also, that is called as a DC 3-wire. The second classification is single phase AC system. In the single phase AC system, there is a sub-classification as single phase 2-wire, single phase 2-wire with midpoint earth, and single phase 3-wire. The third classification is 2-phase AC system. Under this 2-phase AC system, there is a sub-classification as 2-phase 4-wire and 2-phase 3-wire. For a next classification that we are using for transmission and distribution as 3-phase AC system. So first is 3-phase 3-wire and second is 3-phase 4-wire. So this is the classification of power transmission. The next point is when transmission by overhead system and one can do the transmission by underground system. So these two systems are available for transmission of the power. Now what is the difference between these two? Overhead means what? So we are erecting the towers and on the towers we are using a conductor to flow the amount of power from one end to another end. For an underground system, one can dig the ground and they can lie the conductors and again they have to pour the sand or pour the soil on that conductor. So that is called as underground. No doubt each system has its own advantage and disadvantage. We are interested for the main difference related to the power transmission. So for a overhead transmission line, the maximum stress is between the conductor and earth. Therefore, the comparison of system in this case has to be made on the basis of maximum voltage between conductor and earth. For underground system, the point is maximum stress is on insulation is between the conductors. Therefore, the comparison system in this case has to be made on the basis of maximum potential difference or voltage between conductors. So depending on these systems, one system is adopted which uses the low volume of conductor. As we know that whenever we are using a low volume of conductor, it results into the low value of investment also. So specific amount of volume of conductor has the market value, and if we are reducing the volume of conductor by any means, so ultimately we are saving, we are reducing our cost. So this is a point of comparison. Let's say we are interested for the comparison of conductor material in an overhead system. Now we are interested for this overhead transmission part. We will consider this part also, but we will finish this part. For a comparison, we have to make some assumptions. The assumptions are very simple. The power to be transmitted, that is P, is same in each case. So the power is transmitted for a purpose of transmission, so is same in each case. The distance is represented by L, over which the power is to be transmitted is same. The third, the line loss, that is in W watts, is same. The maximum voltage between any conductor and earth, that is Vm, is same in case of overhead transmission line. Now we will discuss the first method, that is called as a DC to wire with one conductor earth. So this is a DC system. We are using a application, we are interested for the distribution side, so we are using the application as DC motor. The amount of current enters is I1 and the amount of current leaves is I1. The potential difference between these 2 points is Vm. One is a positive wire and other is a return or negative wire. The load is connected between the 2 wires, so this is the load, and no doubt the earth is connected. Maximum voltage between the conductor is Vm. The power to be transmitted is the same, that is P. We are interested for calculation of load current I1, so this I1 can be calculated with the help of P upon Vm. We know the formula of P is equal to Pi, so if we are interested to find out I1, then we have to rearrange the formula like this. I1 is equal to P upon Vm. We know that if R1 or the resistance of that particular conductor is rho L by A, there is a area of cross section. The line losses are represented as W is equal to 2 times I square R. So heat developed or dissipated, that means the losses. So by putting the value of I, P upon Vm, and by putting the value of R as rho L by A, our equation becomes W is equal to 2 into P upon Vm bracket square into rho into L by A. From this expression, we have to rearrange, or we are interested for this area of cross section. Ultimately, volume of conductor matters. So this A can be calculated by rearranging the terms, that is A is equal to 2P square rho L divided by W Vm square. The value of material conductor required is twice of Al. So this formula we have to remember. This is always same. We have to put the value of A as 2P square rho L divided by W Vm square and into L. So the volume of conductor material which is required for DC two wire with one conductor material is 4P square rho L square divided by W Vm square. So let's say for simplification or for simplified formula, let's say this value is K. The volume of conductor material in this system shall be taken on the basis as the basis quantity. So this K is a constant. I hope you understood the concept of DC system with one conductor earth. So one conductor is at earth. Thank you. God bless you all.